Can you describe the mood of the team in the hours leading up to the game, knowing that you'd been eliminated?
Very quiet, subdued, probably not fully understanding that it's going to come to an end real soon. There was no music in the locker room before the game. There usually is. Very little banter between the players. There usually is. They went out on the field early. They were on the field early. I think they wanted to get out of the locker room. They got out of the field early. They have this little game they play when they're out there, and I think they tried to just kind of soak it all in to realize that, in a day or so, this, many of these guys they're done playing, and next year's team will be different. Every year you have a certain amount of turnover. So, but I can't say enough about how they responded. I mean, I just didn't really know what to expect when the word came out that, we were eliminated from the conference tournament, and these guys deserve a whole lot of credit. That was maybe one of the more impressive performances I've seen in a long time from a Creighton team.
When you're watching them, and I don't know how much you pay attention to it, the behavior in the dugout and the way they're responding to the play, the way they're playing on the field, it didn't look like we were watching a team that had just gotten eliminated, that just found out their season was essentially, had 9 innings left or 18 innings left, depending on the weather tomorrow. Like, how were they able to flip a switch and just play baseball, regardless of what the emotional blow they were dealt hours before that?
Tells you a lot about their character, how important. The only thing I said to them before the game is, make sure you play for each other. These last 2 days that you get an opportunity to enjoy the game, play for each other, and play with a lot of pride. You still represent Creighton University baseball.
It's pretty tough. We didn't feel like we really got off to a hot start in the beginning of the Big East play, and that really kind of set us back. We had a couple hot streaks there, but it was. I really don't know what to say other than, it sucks. Obviously, nobody wants to hear about that. But the only thing that Coach Service really harped on was, hey, there's nothing that we can control anymore. All that we can do is just go out there and win today's game. And that's what we did. The last 2 days we've done that, and we're going to go out there and do the best we can to win tomorrow as well. But at this point, it's out of our hands.
But from a pitcher's mindset, knowing a lot of it is mental preparation and putting that out of your mind, is that possible?
It is. As a pitcher, every day I go the same way. I have the same mindset for every single game. It doesn't matter who we're playing against, who I'm pitching against. But obviously, some of the guys were a little shook up in the locker room, especially the seniors. But it's one of those things where you got to move on and focus on the task that's at hand.
Can you describe the mood of your team in the hours that you found out that you're out of the Big East tournament up until game time, and how the team was able to overcome it on the field?
We were down when we heard, or I guess a lot of us were watching, following along. But when Butler won, we all knew what it meant. We all knew what happened. We all knew that we were eliminated. But so we were pretty down. We were able to come together and turn it around before the game.
I guess when you're watching, from observing the game itself and watching the dugout and watching how you guys respond to each other and watching how you played, it didn't look like a team that had just found out their season had, 2 days left in it. What about the group that was able to flip the switch once that, all the emotion of that result, I guess, faded away?
Yeah, we're a team that we stay together pretty well, regardless of what happens. Even if we have a bad game, the next day we'll be together. So I think the younger guys saw that we only had 2 games left for the guys that were seniors or are running out of time, and I think they responded well. We had guys go out there and play well. They wanted to play well for their seniors. They wanted to play well for the guys that might not have an opportunity to play here. So I think that just speaks to the group of guys we have and how we stay together in tough times.